Hell no, I ain't sorry. I ain't sorry. I ain't sorry. I ain't sorry. Cause you better call Becky with the ball speech. Oh my God. I didn't even have to watch the foolery to even gather what was going on tonight in our country. Baby, look, okay, if this right here ain't evidence of us needing to all come together and figure out some shit, like, number one, are we even going to remain in the United States of America after this election? Number two, if we're not, can we get a GoFundMe like dude so we can all go back to wherever the hell it is they want all of us immigrants and migrants to go? Because apparently, you know, this they country, okay? The buffoonery is real. You know what? Look. In the words of Regina King from This Christmas, I'm going to keep drinking until this shit is so funny. I'll keep drinking until it's funny. I don't know anymore. You know, we could all just move to Liberia. You know, that was the place that they sent us when Marcus Garvey had that going back to Africa thing. So maybe Liberia could be an option. I just don't know. And then you have the audacity to... Okay, I'm going to play devil's advocate. I'm going to be Melania's advocate. Let's say that Melania got caught up into... Damn, my friend Crystal said keep drinking. Let's speculate for a moment. Now, when I was an undergrad, my fabulous English professor, my writing professor, told us to have what we call a brain vomit. And we just write whatever we thought. Maybe she was listening to Michelle Obama because maybe she really admires Michelle Obama for the fabulous first lady that she is. And maybe she was writing this speech, maybe not. Oh, hell, maybe it was just a Finding Forrester moment. I don't know. And then who is that pastor from South Carolina talking about he gonna pray? What kind of prayer was that? Them folk face doing the whole thing. If you check my page, I did some memes on that. Some of them people ain't even there. They just here to see the circus, because that's what that shit was. You got... What is Antonio Sabato? Is he Mexican, Puerto Rican, Afro-Cuban? Either way, what is he doing there? What is he doing there? He just needed a check. He ain't worked in a while. Last time I saw him, he was on Celebrity Wife Swap. Let's see. What is he doing? Oh no, he's Italian. Born in Italy and raised in the United States. Well, he might not be Italian. Let me see what the hell. Can somebody, where's the Wikipedia on him? He started out as a Calvin Klein model. Okay, so he's Italian, and his mom was born in Prague in the former Czechoslovakia. Either way, he an immigrant. I don't know. I just say, let's everybody just pack up and let's go. Let's go somewhere. I don't know. This is crazy. And then everything else that's going on in the world, the madness that is creeping upon us. We don't know if we're living in a world of scandal for real, because the whole Baton Rouge incident, we don't know what really happened. We were told by the locals that dude was already in a conflict with somebody else. There was a shooting between these people. 911 was called, and that's how the police got caught up in the crossfire, which makes us all recognize and should realize or recognize that we don't need automatic weapons like that. We just don't need license to carry that. I don't. Quite frankly, from what I understand, because I've never handled one, I've handled some pretty high-powered weaponry in my day. But it's my understanding that a sawed-off can handle up just the same. Furthermore, there's no spray. But of course, sawed-off shotguns are illegal for the most part. At least I know here in California they're illegal. I don't know, probably in Texas and these other states, it's all about the Second Amendment right to bear arms. They probably are okay with the sawed-off shotgun. But it's my understanding is that, especially when you're in an enclosed space like apartments and attached housing, that's definitely the safest weapon to use. I will say this, though. I did enjoy firing off my machine guns when I was in the Army. It was good times. What else is going on? Because I can't even talk about the circus that's in Ohio right now. And then something else happened yesterday with Karl Rove. He was running from somebody and called cops on somebody. I was like, who is this man and why are you afraid of him? Is he going to ask you questions that have meaning? It's just, here's my theory overall, though, and I know I'm not the only one who thinks this. Wasn't Donald Trump a Democrat from jump? Him and Hillary and Bill were good friends. As a matter of fact, I believe he donated to the campaign. Flash forward, Barack Obama is president. Trump is doing the full setup. He's the one up here hollering that Barack Obama is Muslim. He wasn't born in America, even though his birth certificate says otherwise. And now all of a sudden he's running for president, so is Hillary. I'm going to say some of the craziest, most ludicrous things ever, and the American public is going to go with me on it, but they are not going to elect me as president because we really want Hillary to get in, and I really want Hillary to win because, quite frankly, I'm too busy bankrupting my companies and too busy trying to figure out who my fourth wife is going to be. But family is very important to me, so maybe I'll just stick with Melania, who steals speeches and embarrasses the hell out of the family. I don't know. Either way, I think it's a master plan, master setup, wag the dog kind of situation. Because I just can't believe that someone would honestly think that Donald Trump would make a viable president. And then there was something going on, which my friend said on Snoops, they said, because I have done no research on anything at this point. Hell, Trump doesn't. Why should I? Apparently, Omarosa was appointed some sort of minister or liaison for African Americans, and I'm just like, no one's gonna listen to her. She's mean as hell, and we've seen how she acts on some of the reality TV shows, whether it's scripted or not. She's a mean girl, because I ran across her at the NAACP Image Awards one year and I was not impressed. We were at the after party and she was not a nice person. Although once she got liquored up, she seemed to get a little loose. So I don't know how true that is. Probably was true at one point. Then he realized, this is ludicrous. I shouldn't do this. What else? Oh, aside from the clergy that we saw giving the benediction, this very divisive prayer, let's talk about, now see, I don't know anything about this show because I don't follow it like that, but apparently there's a show with ministers that now have a talk show called The Preachers. And Monique and her husband were on there. And we had already seen the articles about the fact that they have an open marriage. Which, my thing is, what the hell you get married for? I just want to know that. What the hell you get married for? Because I don't see why you need to have an open marriage. You might as well should have stayed not married and continued in whatever. Anyway, they were on The Preachers, and Jamal Bryant disturbs me now more than ever. He was married to Giselle Bryant, who you will see on Real Housewives of Potomac. A beautiful lady, as a matter of fact. It turns out she's a lady of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, so she is my soror skiwi to that. Not only that, she is from Texas, honey. So, of course, you know I support all my girls from Texas, okay? Either way, so, you know, Monique and her husband are trying to clear the air about their dirty little secrets and bedroom innuendos in their so-called marriage. Quite frankly, I'm gonna be honest, I thought that her best friend was also a bottom. I don't know. I thought he was gay or bisexual anyway. I mean, that's all speculation for me, but okay. So it is amazing to me in this world how people try to justify the wrongs that they do, or at least in my mind it's wrong, because my whole ideal is that when I am committed to someone and I am married, it's just me and him, not me, him, three, and other folk. I'm just saying. You gonna get married, make sure you ready to get married. Don't be just trying to marry me because you want to tether me to you until you figure out what the hell it is you want to do with your life. That ain't right. So initially when the story came out years ago, it was his ideal that he wanted an open marriage, Monique's husband. Now all of a sudden Monique said, well, people thought because I was fat and lonely and single that I needed a man and blah, blah, blah. It was my ideal because, you know, when I'm out on the road, I need to give me some. I'm like, girl, you need to go log on to Adam and Eve and get it popping. That's all I'm saying. Or call your pure romance representative, bedroom candy somebody. It ain't that serious. So anyway, Jamal Bryant goofy ass sitting up there talking about, yeah, I believe in an open marriage too. Yeah, but I didn't talk to my wife about it. And Monique is like, you should talk to her about it. Oh my God. And then the CeeLo Green looking minister over there, he up there talking about, I ain't talking. You should ask her why she's in the audience. I'm like, don't get involved in her twisted trice of tomfoolery. Don't get involved in that. You gonna end up, he even said, I'm gonna end up getting a divorce. That's right. Just stay the course, you and your boo. You know, I don't know what it is. And Jamal Bryant, you leading a congregation. Where you leading them to? A cliff like the Pokemon Go app? What the hell? You got something. And what kind of doctrine are you teaching your people? I mean, you just read from the Bible and then give some random interpretation? Like, are you the Clarence Thomas of the clergy? Like, what the hell is going on? You can't justify that shit. It's foul and it's nasty. There's a reason why you get married, because Lord knows there's enough STDs out there to take out an entire continent. Why the hell would you want to subject yourself to stuff like that? Anyway, moving on. What else happened today? Keisha Knight Pulliam, a.k.a. Rudy Huxtable, announced that she is expecting her first child with husband Ed Hartnell, former NFL player. Now, for those of you who do not watch Hollywood Divas or have not watched Real Housewives of Atlanta, remember the first 2 seasons, Lisa Wu and Ed Hartnell were in love and had a little son named CJ or EJ. I think it was EJ. Either way, now Keisha is married to him and is now going to have his baby. When we opened up on the first episode of season 3 of Hollywood Divas, we find Lisa Wu, Ed Hartnell's ex-wife, Keisha Knight's husband, tore up because it was a secret marriage. Now, my boyfriend has a theory about that whole breakdown crying thing with Lisa Wu. He says, quite frankly, I think they were still messing around, and that's why she's in her feelings. Hey, he's a man. I can dig the theory. I even see it too. Wouldn't you feel some type of way if we still bopping around and then all of a sudden I'm married now? Oh, that was good. That was good. Either way, I think that's all I want to talk about tonight. This one has been a very brief Diva Disturbed Insomniac edition, because I need to take my behind to bed. I didn't get in until about 9 o'clock tonight. Baby, what we gonna do? Okay, Crystal, where are we going? Crystal, we gotta move. Maybe when we go to Italy, we can stay. Or France. Or Spain. I don't know. I can brush up on my Spanish. I got the Rosetta Stone. So what we gonna do? Louise, I see that you were on. Andrea, I see that you were on. Who else joined tonight? I think that's it. Oh, Lord. Was there anything else I missed or need to talk about other than we need to really pray for our country? Because I don't know what the hell is going to happen to us. And I'm sleepy. And I'm rambling. Okay, Crystal and I are moving to Italy. If anyone else wants to join us, we're going to start a GoFundMe of going to Italy to stay because we going to need some food. Although we are fabulous, beautiful black women. So usually Italian men like us. Maybe while I'm shopping in one of those Italian shops, maybe one of the designers will take me in. I don't know. All I know is that we may have to go because if Hillary don't get in, which I'm not too keen on her either, but I mean, I'll take the lesser of the two evils. Now, I used to ride for Hillary, I'm not going to lie, but something, when I look at her now, something don't seem right. And I'm just saying, in my spirit, I am disturbed by what I see. So I don't know if that's discernment or maybe it's just bad Botox. But either way, something about looking at Hillary now is just like, who you? But I can understand she's a little bitter. Bill playing around with cigars and gap dresses and young girls, that just wasn't cute. Oh Lord. Thank God for people like D.L. Hughley who speaks the truth and who has a platform. And no, I'm not tipsy. I'm just well, more people are joining. Let's talk. DJ and Chris just joined the conversation. Chris told me to go to Twitter. Why am I going to Twitter? Night, y'all. I'm crashing out. I got to be up early for work. Okay, that was Auntie Viv. Bill Clinton is the man. Oh, Lord. Okay. Okay, so should I look for Bill Clinton? Melania Trump quotes. Oh my God, I love the Melania Trump quotes. Somebody said she was gin and juice. You know what I'm looking for and it's not coming up. I wonder if Twitter is trying to censor what we're typing. Melania Trump quotes. Let's see. It didn't come up. Okay. I'm surprised she didn't quote "Ain't I a woman?" I mean, I rise. Girl, where you rising from? Somebody said, if she closes by performing my shot in its entirety, I'll vote for Trump. Melania Trump has won RNC and CLE on night one for her. Rick Roll on night one, a slot for not generally reserved. I don't know what the hell that is. Jesse Williams posted, I have a dream. Oh, Lord. Somebody said it's okay for Melania Trump to be naked, but Michelle Obama can't be sexy. I don't get it. You know, that's another thing. But, you know, they'll do anything to try to tear down people of color. It seems to me like there's a great divide when it comes to what the Republicans can get away with and what the Democrats can get away with. It's very interesting to me because I've noticed that, I mean, for instance, Bush was drunk out his fucking mind in Dallas and nobody said shit. Had President Obama done that or Bill Clinton been looking like that, it would have been fucked up. You know, they would have dragged him and roasted him and called for resignations and firings. I just don't get these double standards. Now, Melania done plagiarized her work. And plagiarism will get you kicked out of school. Like, can we kick her out the country for plagiarizing? I mean, that seems viable to me. I'm just saying. Because I know as Professor Whitman, if you in my class plagiarize, and guess what? You gonna get written up, and then I'm gonna let the deans handle up on you, because we don't do stuff like that. And that's why, even though I will quote stuff from other YouTube bloggers that I follow, but I will tell you who said it, because I love the word poochie. That comes from Justin J 1232. It's just automatic for me. And like Alexander Rogers is one of my favorite recent bloggers that I discovered. He says stuff like, "I'll see you soon," or something, or he'll say, tell a kin, tell a friend, tell that heifer that you hate. You know, but guess he says that. It's just natural for me to just say that. And yeah, Chris, I do. They do get an automatic F. I'm sympathetic to an extent, but at the same time, come on now. If I go on a website and Google that stuff and find it, I don't even have to run it through Turnitin. I can find it. She needs, I think she was pulling a Finding Forrester, just lazy. You know what? I did this last minute. I don't want to write it. I don't know what to write it down. It helps me. Or just copy Michelle Obama's speech and you'll be all right. I'm trying to fix my hair. This terrible toupee. The angry toupee. I mean, it's just really, and then people are in foreign countries, and I can already tell that they said that, you know, it's a tragedy what's going on in America right now. But, you know, this is just, I don't know. All I'm going to say is I want everyone to watch my upcoming movie that I'm going to be in. Obama Land. I think that will provide a lot of insight into what's going on right now. I think that my friend and writer-producer did a great job with that. So check that out. I'm shamelessly plugging. I only got one line in the movie, but you know what? I'm just happy, because you know, hey, it was 10 years ago that I was in Entourage with no lines, and now I'm in 10 years later, I'm in a movie with a line. Maybe by the time I'm almost 50, maybe I will get 2 lines. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Okay, now I'm rambling, because a couple of y'all have come on here, but I can't find it. But I saw some stuff where people were just straight clowning. And I was looking at the people in the audience doing the prayer, and I'm like, some of these people are just straight up plants. They just here for the entertainment. They are not here for this. And some people are posting on my page about Stacey Dash, Omarosa. You know, Omarosa's not a nice person. Some people say she is, but that's why I was surprised when she said she was with Michael Clark Duncan. I was like, that don't even seem normal, but okay. Somebody posted the speech. Did y'all read it? And Barack and I were raised with so many of the same values, that you work hard for what you want in life, and that your word is your bond, and you do what you say, what you're going to do, that you treat people with dignity and respect. But she also says, my parents impressed upon me the values that you work hard for what you want, that your word is your bond, and that you do what you say and keep your promise, that you treat people with respect. And then Michelle said, because we want our children and all children in this nation to know that the only limit to the height of your achievements is the reach of your dreams and your willingness to work for them. Melania said, because we want our children in this nation to know that the only limit to your achievements is the strength of your dreams or your willingness to work for them. Plagiarism. What do you have to say about that, Trump? Plagiarism. What you got to say about that? He ain't got shit to say, because he don't even know what it is. He just know, am I getting a check for this? Anyway, I'm going to get off here. Let me log off, because I'm rambling now, and I'm sleepy. And I just had that tasty Bellini. By the way, it's a lovely peach Bellini for $4.99. Down to the Trader Joe's. It's delicious. You should get some, because this tragic comedy called American Politics is going on. So I totally encourage people to sip a little. Don't drink until you're addicted and out of it. Just get you a little sip to kind of numb the pain. Anyway, I'm going to bed now. Chris, it's been real. I'm going to look at all these comments. DJ, Yeah, you ain't never lied. I mean, the jokes are just writing themselves. We don't even have to do too much to reconstruct them, to do a setup and punchline. I mean, it's all there. It's great. William, I saw that you joined. Thanks for joining. Again, DJ, Chris, Crystal, Louise, Andrea. I love you guys. Thanks for joining. I'm out because I really need to go to sleep. It's been a long week already. I worked Saturday. Sunday, I pretty much slept all day. And then today I went in and I thought I was caught up, but I found that maybe I wasn't so caught up after all. I'm behind again. This process, this new process, it's more complicated than what was anticipated. So, I gotta go. Good night, everybody. And just pray to whomever it is or whatever it is you believe in. I personally am a Christian, believe in God, so I'm gonna pray to him. Buddha, y'all can pray, spirit, animal, whatever. I don't know what to say, but the police brutality, the people that want to run up against Black Lives Matter, I just can't anymore. I'm like, all lives do matter. We get that. But right now, Black lives don't seem to matter. I'll even go so far as to say brown lives don't matter either, because the statistics for them getting shot by the police is just almost as comparable as what happens to Black people as well. So I definitely don't think we should be leaving them out of the conversation. Because, I mean, it's just bad out there. So everybody be safe. And I will say this. My sister friend just told me a story that pissed me off. And I'm glad she didn't tell me at the time when it happened. But to know that you are a lawyer that works for the state that you're licensed to practice in, and you can still be brutalized by the police or bullied or intimidated, that is a fucking problem, and we need to address that shit. So y'all make sure y'all register to vote. You make sure you get down there to your local governments, and you start hanging out at the city councilman's office and down to the police commissions and trying to figure out what the hell they gonna do to fix the problems that's going on in our cities locally. Personally, I ain't never had a problem with Long Beach cops. They've been very good to me. But I do know that other folks have not been that fortunate. So I suggest you get active in your own local governments, because that's the only way change is going to happen. DC don't give a damn about us. They do a lot of our funding, but they don't do a lot of our regulations. So get into it. All right, good night.